Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so excited to have you here. Um, Tonight, we're going to share about this amazing opportunity, and we're going to go into the gory details of who it's for, what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how we're going to get it done. So without further ado, I will let Miss Kara take it away with who.
So who, it's really a simple thing, but I will go into it a little bit. But when we say who is coaching for, it's literally for anybody, any lifestyle, any age. I'm talking about even in this group right here, we have our stay-at-home moms, we have full-time working, part-time working. I mean, it's just literally anybody, and you use the time that you have, and you can still grow the business in these little pockets of times. And it's definitely a lot of the huge misconception is in order to coach, I need to be the most fit. I need to have like 5% body fat. I need to know all the things nutritionist. I need to be basically a personal trainer. And I get those questions a lot. And it's like, no, you do not. You do not have to be the fittest person, and you don't have to be at your goal when you start coaching, because that's the beauty of it, is that you can inspire people and lead people while you're in the midst of your own journey. And that is specifically my story, is that when I joined and I started coaching pretty early on in my health journey, it was like this flip of a switch that, oh my goodness, I can do this and literally help people without being at my goal yet. And it's actually like a really beautiful thing to see happen, because people don't necessarily just want to look at somebody and be like, oh, well, that's what I want. I need you to, basically show me the way, because that's exactly what I want. And people want to do it with you, and people want to join because it's a community thing. And that's the beauty of it, is that you don't have to be there. And especially, you do not have to be a nutritionist. You don't have to be a personal trainer, because we have world-renowned super trainers and world-renowned nutritionists that do it for us. And so we basically we give them these tools, and we help them learn how to use them efficiently. And we show up for them for our own accountability and for theirs. And we do not have to remake the wheel, because it is done for us and proven to work too. And it's just something that you just get to do it along with them and encourage them. You don't have to be there already, whatever there is for you in your mind. The other things that when we think about who can be a coach, we really think about characteristics too. I mean, you want to be able to be a hard worker and stick to itiveness, because you do get out of it what you put into it in a way. But it's also something where I really tell people, I just ask that you are willing to learn, and that you're willing to be open. And a huge one, you're willing to move outside of your comfort zone. And so that's where the huge growth happens in coaching, is when you step outside of that comfort zone, because the saying goes, you have to be willing to do something you've never done in order to get something you've never had. And it's just a beautiful place where you can be super successful in a business while growing yourself. And so really, I really want you to stick to it. I want you to have I look for those characteristics. But if you're willing to learn right there, like, you're going to go far. You're willing to learn. You're willing to go outside of your comfort zone, because you aren't going to, like I said, you don't start coaching because you're already there, right? You start coaching because you want to be somewhere that you've never been. You want to help people that you never have been able to help. And I mean, that's another characteristic, that it's like, are you willing to help people? Are you excited to help people? Like, does that satisfy you? And the answer is always yes, because we love to help people. It's in our human nature that we want to help people. And so that's really like the who, really, and it's very simple. And when I talk about all that, it's like, well, that's everybody. Like, that doesn't exclude anybody. Like, I even have a lot of, I deal with a lot of the chronic illness community. And it's like, oh, well, I have like XYZ issues. Like, I can't coach because I'm sick all the time. And it's like, yeah, so am I. But, you show up in ways that you can, and you help the people like you. And that's where, again, the real beauty comes into play. And you find your people, and it's really beautiful. But yeah, super simple, and anybody can be a coach.
I love that. You help the people that are like you. Like, I just think that that's so powerful, and that's exactly what we do. So thank you so much, Kara. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Miss Mama Kate, what is it that we actually do? And she is telling us this with her twin girls who are in the middle of teething. So they are being very
Yes, I have my helpers. So coaching is all about finding your people, inspiring them, and helping them change their lives for the better in whatever way that looks like for them. Like, some people need nutrition more, some people need movement more, some people need the mental aspect, they need confidence. So it's all about talking to people, getting to know them, and building that connection so that you can learn about them, learn what they need, what they're missing. Because I mean, no one's life is perfect. We all have things that we need, and we all, as coaches, have things to offer. Like, I think about, if my coach never reached out to me, I don't even want to think about where I would be right now. Like, I wouldn't be half the person I am today. And so it just makes such a difference. So it is about that, and we're in the business of transformations. So like, it's not about just getting someone to buy something. That's not our end goal. Our end goal is to change lives and to help people really find whatever it is they need and find that difference and get the results, not just to like sign up or drink a shake or do a workout. It's about the end result. And so that's more the coaching aspect. And there's also the business side of things too. So as far as business goes, it's a lot simpler. I know business sometimes sounds scary. Like, that's something to me where I'd be like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. But it is pretty simple. It's just doing activities daily and consistently, and doing the right ones. And so once you get the hang of it, it does get simple. So we share our journey. Like Kara said, you can be at any place in your own journey. You don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to know all about nutrition or workouts or anything. You just have to be willing to share what you're doing and be authentic. You don't have to look perfect. You don't have to show up in a perfect way. You share the ups and downs, because we all have them. And we share through our stories and posts. And then we also talk to people. That's a big part of it, is just getting to know people, like I said. So messaging, and it's not like, it's something where I used to be really shy. And so, like, I was so uncomfortable with the idea of talking about it in my posts or messaging people to talk about it. But it's something that, like, with practice, it comes naturally and it's comfortable. It's just like talking to a friend, and you're like, hey, I thought of you for this because X, Y, and Z. It might be a good fit. What do you think? And there's no pressure. It's not like, hey, you need to do this right now. It's just talking to them to feel them out and see how they feel about it. So it's something that you will learn how to do naturally. It's not like salesy or uncomfortable or anything like that. And the other big aspect of what we do is personal development, because transformed people transform people. And so in order for you to make a difference in other people's lives, you need to put in the work on yourself too, which is part of the beauty of this, is that you have to take care of yourself. You can't do it if you're not taking care of yourself first. So both in your own nutrition, your own fitness journey, but mentally too. So we do like, sometimes we'll read books together, and that's where I get most of the suggestions for my favorite books have come from our group, like Atomic Habits and 12-Week Year. Those are my most recent ones. But it's just something that makes a big difference, and you wouldn't think that it would have such an impact, because like, it's just a book, but it really does make a big difference when you do it and you find it's just about finding whatever it is that you're missing, wherever that might come from. And so sometimes, like, you'll read a whole book and one page really spoke to you, and that just changes things for you. So it's all about that mindset that you have.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Your girls were very good. I'm very impressed. Mine wouldn't have been. But I love that. I mean, it is. It's the consistent actions that you take every single day that will pay off. And that's what this business and this lifestyle are all about, is consistency. So without further ado, I will let Miss Tiffany take it away. And why do we do what we do?
Yes, so I kind of collaborated like my personal top 5 reasons to why I coach. So, number one, for me has been accountability. It has been like huge for me. When I first started, that was my number one problem, was I didn't have anybody to be accountable with. And so I wasn't consistent, and so I wasn't getting results. So showing up for myself, but not only that, but showing up for my team has been a huge asset for the sustainability of my lifestyle. I don't think I would show up on the really hard days if I didn't have any accountability available to me. So, and the huge thing is that we're always supportive of each other. And accountability for me has been huge. Number 2, growing friendships. So, before I started Beachbody, I was kind of a small circle gal. I like to keep my circle small, and I didn't think I needed to grow that friendship. And I was totally wrong with that, because I needed that support. And it wasn't that my family or my spouse wasn't supportive, but they weren't doing the journey along with me. So having those like-minded women as you, and pushing for the same goals or doing the same program with you side by side, like that has been like a blessing for me. So I was kind of scared at first to reach out and grow, and but it's been very, very rewarding. I've made a ton of close relationships with people that we just have similar interests and hobbies too. So it's not always about nutrition and fitness 24/7. It is about the other things we enjoy in life too. So I've made a lot of friends. Number 3 would be freedom and flexibility. So that's been a huge one. I've had a lot of life changes on my coaching journey. And the nice thing is that this is always flexible. As far as your schedule, you get to pick your hours, you get to decide how much time you commit. I have found out that consistency is key when you're trying to grow your business. So sometimes it is hard. You do have hard seasons that you go through, but in the end, it's always rewarding when you are helping other people that want to create this lifestyle that we enjoy so much. Number 4, fun. So you have to find the joy in this. I think that's really important, because when you're enjoying something you're doing, it's almost like it's not a job. So the other thing that comes with fun is I think Beachbody does a really, really amazing job at recognizing us for all the hard work we put in. You can earn trips. We have our yearly national conference called Summit. It's amazing. I've only got to go once because of COVID, but it's a huge opportunity for you just to go and be surrounded. Like I got goosebumps right now just thinking about it from 2019, because like I felt so empowered. Like I didn't ever feel like anyone was looking down on me the whole time. And there was just thousands of people. And it was like, seriously, just this huge, happy place of learning and growing yourself. And of course, I got to see my friends that were able to go. So that was a really cool experience. Beachbody rewards us with gifts for helping so many people a month. And then also we have quarterly, they call them super weekends. Kara and I are going to be going to the one next month. So still, again, haven't got to go to one of those for a while because of COVID. So that'll be such an inspiring event because we will get to work out with super trainers. So it's always really fun and enlightening. Number 5 I have is passion and kind of filling my cup. I needed something to focus on that would elevate my confidence. When I started, like, I had lost my confidence, and I honestly can't really tell you why. I don't know. But like, I just didn't feel myself. I wasn't growing personally. I wasn't really working towards any big goals. And Beachbody has really grown my confidence. And I think that's because I've been pushed to step outside my comfort zone. I know Kara kind of hit on that a little bit earlier, but that challenge in just growing myself has like elevated my confidence so much. And when you feel confident about yourself, like everything is just more enjoyable, like life and workouts and people joining your team. I mean, you totally attract your tribe with your energy. So investing my time in something that I'm passionate about, it, like I said, it doesn't feel like a job. And it's been a big blessing for me to have this outlet where I can just focus on something super positive, because there's a lot of negativity out there. And I definitely try, I try to focus on the positive, and this community it's amazing. That's all I got.
Those were like nail on head, like freaking every reason. I think those were perfect. I just like, I have chills absolutely after that. Thank you. Wow. Okay. So I don't know how to follow you ladies. So I am Jen. I am going to go over how. So how do we, first of all, earn money, and how do we get started? I think that those were my top 2 questions. Like, okay, so I know I want to be healthy. I know I want to be accountable, but this is a business. So how am I actually going to earn money? So there are 2 main reasons. I'm not going to go into our entire comp plan, which is amazing, by the way, but I would bore you to tears, I'm sure. So they're not main reasons, main ways that we earn. So the first one is through commission. So if you sign up for a new coach, you're going to be focused on earning a 25% commission, and that is through sales. But as Kate touched on, sales are an issue word. And I totally struggle with that to this day, because I was like, I'm not a salesperson. I can barely recommend a restaurant to my family and friends. How am I supposed to sell them something? And so I have absolutely changed that verbiage to share. In the almost 5 years I've been doing this, I do not feel like I sell anything. I am here to share what has changed my life, share what is changing the lives around me, and truly help those people. So if you're listening to this and you're in it just for money, this is not your business. You got to be in it to help people, as Kara touched on as well. So we share what works. We share what changes lives. So with that, yes, it is a business. And yes, you will earn a 25% commission from those that you share this with. So if you look at it from a realistic standpoint, I also struggled with the financial piece. How do I invest in myself? I was a stay-at-home mom, and I'd gone from working 40 plus hours a week. We didn't have the income for me to purchase anything, let alone a package that costs, somewhere like $150, $160. And so when you look at it, if you decide to jump in and you grab 2 or 3 girlfriends to do it with you, you are absolutely going to cover your costs right there, because you're going to be earning about $50 to $70 per person that signs up with you. So if you look at that basics, if you focus on helping 3 to 5 people every month, that absolutely adds up over time. And that actually leads me into my next, next way we earn. And that is, we don't want to always be focused on how many people we're helping. We don't always want to be focused on like have to make X, Y, and Z amount of money through commission and sales. So there is a residual piece to earning, which I think is absolutely beautiful. And that has been an absolute game changer for me. So yes, you continue earning a 25% commission, but as you grow a team, as your community grows and you have people that embrace this lifestyle and want to do this with you, then you start to earn something called volume. And it's just a beautiful process. And that's why I say this compensation plan is amazing, because you take care of you, you get other people amazing results, and you will watch your business and your financial growth grow and your finances grow. It's all intertwined. It all works together, and it's just a beautiful piece. So know that there is a much deeper look into all of those things, but there are two main ways that we grow or that we earn, and that is through commission and through this volume growth and growing a team and growing a community. And like Tiffany just touched on, we also can earn trips and their amazing rewards. You earn prizes and all of these great things. And then as you continue to grow, there are very large bonuses you can earn. And it's an amazing process. But my favorite part is that there's no cap. It's not like you're starting at a base salary and you can't earn past this amount, that you have to earn a certain raise or a certain this. You are in complete control of what it is that you earn. And that means that there's no ceiling to shatter, because you can just shoot straight up. You can do whatever you want to achieve. And that definitely has, hard work. You have to be self-motivated. You have to want this and have those amazing goals. But that's something that you work toward. This is a journey. This is a process of trial and error and working together, and knowing that as you grow in that confidence, like Tiffany was talking about, that everything around you grows. You plant these seeds in people around you. You plant these seeds in yourself. And it's just such an incredible journey. So all of that aside, you're like, yeah, let's freaking go. What do we do now? How do I sign up, right? So the basics are very simple. You're going to talk with your coach. So whoever has shared this with you, whoever you've been talking to, you have to start with what's going to help you. First and foremost, you have to get started on your own health journey, because it all stems from you. It all stems from you diving in with nutrition or fitness or community or personal development. All of these things have to be you growing, you getting those amazing transformations, and you taking those steps towards growth in your life. So we will help pair you with the perfect tools, the perfect whatever, and you'll get started that way. And like I had shared before too, if finances are an issue, find those 2 or 3 people and do it with you, because that accountability is so much fun and it keeps you going. And that's ultimately how you're going to get those results and keep those results, is through helping and inspiring other people along the way. So you get started by taking care of you, and you start sharing right away. From there, the rest, we walk with you. We have endless trainings. We have endless resources. We have all of these amazing tools for you, but it always has to start with you. And it always has to start with you wanting to help other people. So I like to say there's a library, and you pull out the book as you need it. You open it up, you read it, you put it away, and then you can go on to the next step and the next step from there. So we do have our March mentorship call is on Monday. So that is when we will kick off together. We will talk through those goals. You'll set up a call with your coach, and you'll walk through what your goals are, what you want to achieve, and how you're going to get there. So that is the basics of how you'll get started. And then from there, you just grow, you just fly. But I want to leave you with just a little bit of what if, because I know I personally was like Tiffany, and I lacked in confidence. I lacked in belief in myself. So what if you took all of these things that we shared with you tonight? What if you let go of that fear? You let go of those limiting beliefs. You allowed yourself to just dream a little bit bigger, to just accept that you are capable of amazing, amazing things. But you have to believe in yourself, and you have to take a leap of faith, in order to get there. Because without putting in that work, without putting in that scary step, you couldn't get there. So what if you let go and you found more freedom, you found more purpose, you found more drive, and you were truly able to find that deep purpose in your life of helping somebody else change theirs. So that's what I want to share. I hope to see you on our March mentorship call on Monday. But do you ladies have any questions or anything that we need to cover tonight to make sure that we hit everything?
No, I feel like just like listening to you, it just like brings me back to when I first started, and it was like, if someone's thinking about doing this, I know they feel nervous right now. Stomach's probably topsy-turvy, and it's like, that's when you know you're about to do something great. Like, that's a telltale sign that you're about to do something amazing. And it's cool.
It's so true. I had that pit in my stomach that like,
Yeah.
oh, I could never do this. This is not right. But I just like, I couldn't let go of it. I couldn't shake it. I kept coming back to it. And for me, like, I know that was God. I know that was God guiding my heart. Like, this is right for you. And I just like, it was just this gut check. And I couldn't let go. And so eventually I was just like, well, I'm going to have to prove myself wrong or something, because I'm going to have to do it.
Right.
And I'm really glad I did. Thinking back, like, where would we be if if we hadn't taken that first step, that first leap of faith?
Yes.
All right.